My daughter sent me a video the night before my wedding. I almost didn't watch it. The message came at 11:47 p.m. Just a file, no caption, from my 16-year-old Mara. I assumed it was something silly, a reel, a song she wanted me to hear. I was sitting in my hotel room, dress hanging on the door, flowers on the table, thinking about how perfectly everything had finally come together. 3 years after my divorce, 2 years of knowing Daniel, 1 year of watching Mara slowly, carefully, begin to trust him. I pressed play. The footage was shaky, shot from Mara's bedroom doorway, angled down the hallway, timestamp in the corner, 6 weeks ago. In the video, Daniel is standing near my bedroom door. He doesn't know he's being filmed. He's on the phone, voice low, but the house is quiet enough that the microphone catches everything. She doesn't know, he says. She's never going to know. That's the whole point. I watched it 3 times. My first thought was simple. This is nothing. A work call. A surprise. A misunderstanding pulled out of context by a teenager who never fully accepted this relationship, no matter what she said out loud. I called Mara. She answered on the first ring, which meant she'd been waiting. How long have you had this? I asked. 6 weeks. 6 weeks. She'd carried this for 6 weeks, through dinners and holidays and a bridal shower where she sat beside me and smiled in every photo. I asked her why she waited. She said she didn't know what it meant yet. She said she was scared of being wrong. She said, and this is the part that broke something open in my chest. She said she didn't want to ruin things if it turned out to be nothing. She was protecting me while sitting on something that was destroying her. I didn't sleep. I went through his phone the next morning while he was in the shower. I told myself I wouldn't, and then I did it in under 30 seconds. There was a number I didn't recognize, texted weekly, sometimes more. The messages were short, careful, the kind of short and careful that takes effort. Done for the week? Talk soon. She asked about the account. I said taxes. Getting closer. Just be patient. I sat on the edge of the bed and read them twice, 3 times, looking for an explanation that wasn't what it looked like. I'm still not sure I found one. Here's where it gets complicated. Because when Daniel came out of the bathroom and saw my face, he didn't run. He didn't lie. He sat down across from me and he told me everything in a voice so calm it scared me more than the messages did. The number belonged to his brother. They had been quietly moving money into an account, his brother's account, to protect it from a lawsuit his brother was losing. A creditor's case. Civil, not criminal. Daniel had co-signed something years ago and was afraid if I knew, I'd call off the wedding. He was afraid I'd think he was financially reckless. He was afraid of losing me. I was going to tell you after, he said. Once it was settled, once it couldn't touch you. I looked at him for a long time. The guests were arriving in 4 hours. My dress was on the door. My daughter, who had held this secret alone for 6 weeks to protect me, was in the next room getting her hair done, not knowing I'd found out, not knowing what I was going to do. Daniel wasn't cheating. The law says what he did might not even be wrong, but he made a choice. A big, consequential, quiet choice. And he made it without me. And he justified the secrecy as protection. And the only person who told me the truth was a 16-year-old girl who was terrified of being wrong. I walked into Mara's room. She looked at me in the mirror. I didn't say anything yet. I just sat beside her, and she reached over and took my hand, and we both just sat there, not knowing what came next. I still don't know if I made the right choice, but I know who I trust.